Good morning. This is the Board of Public Works and Safety in Kokomo, Indiana. Today is November the 1st. Our first order of business today is to approve the minutes from the October 25th meeting. Can you get a motion on that, please?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. So no items from police or fire today. We'll move on to new business. First, to consider a transfer in the wastewater treatment plant budget from 3015 to 2027 in the amount of $7,500. Can you get a motion on that, please?
Make a motion to approve the transfer.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have another transfer. This is from both John Pike and Katie Troball. They're transferring $167,000 from various accounts into their buildings account. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I would make a motion to approve the transfer.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider approval for bid for the Gilead House Facility Improvement Project, number B23-3.2. This comes from Peter Saul, one of our development specialists. The Board of Public Works and Safety has a subrecipient agreement with the Gilead House for a facility improvement project being funded by the fiscal year 23 Community Development Block Grant Funds. This facility improvement project has been allocated an amount of $46,435. The scope of the project includes labor and materials for upgrading all of their kitchen and restroom cabinets and replacing flooring in the kitchen area. The bids for this project were requested from 4 local contractors with only 2 responses received. Bids received were as follows: C&O Construction LLC, $59,339.15, and Monroe Construction Group LLC, $57,990. Since Monroe Construction LLC was the lowest, most responsive bid, we recommend the Board of Public Works and Safety approve the bid from Monroe Construction Group LLC in the amount of $57,990. Since this is the lowest bid amount is higher, since the lowest bid amount is higher than the amount originally allocated, an additional $11,555 will be transferred from fiscal year 2020 CDBG unallocated funds to cover the total contract amount. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I would make a motion to approve the bid to Monroe Construction Group.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider the acceptance of the biosolids building roof bid. This comes from Katie Troball, our Assistant Superintendent at the wastewater treatment plant. I recommend the Board of Public Works and Safety approve the following bid for the new roof for the biosolids building at the wastewater treatment plant. Crownworks Roofing LLC in the amount of $334,984.37. Other quotes received were from Complete Commercial Roofing, their base bid of $657,117, and their voluntary alternate bid at $420,125. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'd make a motion to accept the bid of Crownworks Roofing LLC.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider an amendment to an agreement for the construction of a new home with Habitat for Humanity of Kokomo Community, Inc. This also comes from Peter Shaw, one of our development specialists. The Board of Public Works and Safety had entered into an agreement with the Habitat for Humanity of Kokomo Community, Inc. On October 18th of 23 for the construction of a new home to be funded by the Neighborhood Stabilization Program 3 funds. Based on most recent communication with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, we have been informed that the city has an additional amount of $3,578.67 available from the original allocation to contribute toward the project. Attached is the amendment document duly executed by the Habitat for Humanity of Kokomo Community, Inc. As for the amendment, the total amount contributed by the city shall not exceed $54,915.81. The Development Department would like the Board of Public Works and Safety to approve the attached amendment to the agreement with the Habitat for Humanity of Kokomo Community, Inc. Can we get a motion on that, please?
Make a motion to approve the amendment to the agreement with Habitat for Humanity.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to consider pay estimates number 1 and 2 for the Tudor Drain relocation phase 1B. This comes from John Pike, our Director of Engineering. Attached is our pay estimates number 1 and number 2 for the above referenced project submitted by the contractor, which has been reviewed and approved by the consulting engineer. These documents reflect actual quantities placed in the field or stored in materials to date and agreed to by the contractor ESW Wagner Company, the consulting engineer Clark Dietz Inc., and the engineering department. Pay estimate number 1 represents the construction quantities and stored materials completed from July 1st through August 31st of 23. The total amount of pay estimate number 1 is $798,190, less 5% retainage of $39,909.50, resulting in a total request of $758,280.50. Pay estimate number 2 represents the construction quantities and stored materials completed from September 1st to September 30th of 23. The total amount of pay estimate number 2 is $857,130, less 5% retainage of $42,856.50, resulting in a total request of $814,273.50. The original contract amount was $6,199,509. Therefore, I recommend the Board of Public Works and Safety approve pay estimate number 1 in the amount of $758,280.50, and pay estimate number 2 in the amount of $814,273.50 to ES Wagner Company. Can I get a motion on that?
Make a motion to approve pay estimates number 1 and 2 on Tudor Drain Relocation Project Phase 1B.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And last today is to consider pay estimate number 7 for a Tudor Drain Relocation Project. This also comes from John Pike, our Director of Engineering. Attached is pay estimate number 7 for the above referenced project, submitted by the contractor, which has been reviewed and approved by the consulting engineer. These documents reflect actual quantities placed in the field or stored materials to date and agreed to by the contractor ES Wagner Company, the consulting engineer Clark Gates Inc., and the engineering department. Pay estimate number 7 represents the construction quantities and stored materials completed from September 1st of 23 to September 28th of 23. The total amount of pay estimate number 7 is $127,735, plus 5% retainage of $6,386.75, resulting in a total request of $121,348.25. The original contract amount was $3,225,629 and has been modified to $3,598,600.82 by contract modifications number 1 through 4. Therefore, I recommend the Board of Public Works and Safety approve pay estimate number 7 in the amount of $121,348.25, and the amount, that shouldn't even be there, to ESW Wagner Company. Can I get a motion on that, please?
Yes, I would make a motion to approve pay estimate number 7 on project number C2203-1A in the amount of $121,348.25.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, CJ.
Yep.
Is there any correspondence today?
There's none.
Alrighty, any items from the public? Hearing none, items from the board?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, last is to approve claims today in the amount of $2,278,907.38.
Would make a motion to approve the claims.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries, and we are adjourned. Thank you.